Hi, everybody. I hope you all had a really good weekend. Good time off if you had some time off over the past few days. I'm here with your reading for this week. This time, I used the deck that I actually have not used with you all as of yet. It is the Animal Tarot deck from Doreen Virtue. It is such an adorable deck, and I just felt motivated to use that with you guys today because it's so wonderful and the animals are so cute. And the card that I pulled for you today is from the Major Arcana part of that tarot deck, and that card is number 12, Awakening. See that? Can you all see that? Awakening card? Okay. So this Awakening card is probably really coming into play for a lot of you. Now, these past several weeks, some months for some people like me, have been a time of internal reflection, hermit season, going within, taking a step back in general, contemplating, waiting, analyzing, feeling, all of those things to kind of get to the essence of what it is you are looking for in life, what it is you need, what's missing, what you would like to change, what you would like to see grow, what you want to lay to rest. All these things that we've been going through during this season. For some of you, you might start feeling a little bit of a revival in the sense of you've gotten a bit of clarity on some of the items that I've mentioned. And you might be ready to take some forward motion in terms of what it is you're trying to achieve, what it is that you're looking for. Now, some of you might still feel like you're in that internal place still, that contemplative place for sure. I know that I am, and I'll get a little bit more into that a little later. But what I want to say for those of you who are not feeling so much of the awakening, try to take a step back and make sure you're not confusing this idea of what forward motion can mean, because forward motion could feel very much like you're going backwards, but sometimes we do have to take some steps back in order to move forward. So those steps back do still count as forward motion. So be very grateful even if you are in that place of needing to step back, of needing to still be on pause, of needing to still stop. It's okay. Take all the time you need. And for some of you who haven't necessarily been heeding the call to do the contemplation, do the waiting, do the analyzing, do the inner work, doing the healing, all of this hard stuff that we may want to ignore, cover, stuff down, hide away. You might not be feeling this awakening either, but good thing about it is you can go and do that work and come to that place. The more you fight against the flow of what you need to address, the deeper you will fall into a hole, the more difficult it can become for you. Don't be afraid to connect with yourself and to address the things that you've buried. Don't be afraid, because once you address it, you'll know it's there, and you can work on coping. And when you work on coping, you work on releasing. And when you release, guess what? Eventually it won't come back. I'm not going to say once you give one good release, it's all going to go away and not come back. No, you might be triggered. I get triggered a lot. But the thing about the triggers is that the recovery from being triggered will lessen over time. That's the thing I can really testify to. So for those of you who are feeling this awakening and you want to do some forward motion, now's the time to look at the bigger picture and then break that bigger picture down into smaller steps and work on your small steps. Just do what you can, continue on forward. For those of you who still feel like you're internal, again, stay internal. Do what you need to do for you. You may see other people around you making some moves. You make your moves in your own time. And I do a lot of readings for myself. I try to read for myself on a regular basis. Usually it's daily. Lately it's probably been every other day or so. One of my favorite decks is the Enchanted Map deck. I haven't did any readings from that deck in this forum simply because the Enchanted Map deck is very, very personal. It gets very specific with the readings that come back. So I save that for personal readings. If you would like a personal reading, you can just, send me a message. If you know me in real life, you can just, ask me what you need to do. If you are, somewhere else in the world, you can email me. My email is underneath the majority of my videos. You can find me on Facebook, same name as on YouTube, K Tori Lightways. Send me an inbox. We can talk about it. But I do readings for people with my Enchanted Map deck. So I did a reading for my Enchanted Map deck today. And basically what I asked was, what do I need to do now? And the last card that I got is a card called Spirit of Place. And it was Spirit of Place in the upright position. And it says when the Spirit of Place card comes into your reading, it means that the answer to your inquiry lies in the inquiry itself. And the examples are, if you're looking for love, instead of longing for love, embody love. Something like that. So my inquiry was, what do I need to do next? So in getting the Spirit of Place card, to me that says, don't do anything. Don't do anything. So that there to me says that although a lot of us are awakening, there are a lot of us who are still in a place where you should not do anything. That could speak to people who do too much, give too much, like to be in control by managing. That's me. And I'm being told, hey girl, don't do anything. Your next action is to just chill out and not do anything. And I have to trust that whatever I'm manifesting in my brain, in my thoughts, and in the actions that I'm taking for my own personal, healing and self-fulfillment will come to fruition in time. So I hope that message resonates with some of you who are struggling with a little bit of the control. I need to do this, and this. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just don't have to do anything but kind of just chill out and wait for things to come to you. Wait for things to reveal themselves. Or just relax yourself. Maybe you work too hard. Maybe you think too much. Sit with yourself. Meditate. And the answers will come. Namaste.